Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have an ink comparison today of the Desert Burst, Diamine's Desert Burst with another ink that my friend Gail from Gail's Bookish Things sent me. But before I get to that comparison, I just wanted to show you the this Noodler's General of the Armies ink and why it's so important to test on different papers. Gail did a video on this, and she tested it on Regalia and Leuchtturm paper. I think she also tested on CosmoAir Light and Tomoe, but she did it off screen. I don't think she showed the samples on her video. I'll link the video below, so you know if you want to take a look at that. But, you know, she asked if I wanted a sample of this green ink, and I said, it's green, of course, yes, please send me, because we know how I feel about green. So, although I've never tried this one before, I have tried other Noodler's inks, and they do generally tend to be very wet, and I was using it in the Kaweco Sport broad nib, which made it even juicier on the page. And I swatched it in my Sweet Freckle Designs. This is the book I'm currently using for ink swatching. And when I looked at it, I was really kind of disappointed with it. There was no shade, no sheen. I mean, not everybody wants shading and sheening. It's, you know, so if that's your thing, this might be your color. But I do like a little depth in my inks, but I was very disappointed because it seemed like when I looked at it in my loop, it looked like there was some feathering of the ink. I just wasn't impressed. So day goes on, I get up in the morning and I try it again. I try the ink and the pen combination on, this is CosmoAir Light Snow paper, which is just the same paper, just a crisper white. And there is so much shade, and you actually get a little sheen there. I'm going to try to move the camera, or I'll insert pictures. It's crazy. I feel like I'm looking at two different inks. Here it is on the new Tomoe on the left, and on the right, it's the CosmoAir Light. Look at that swatch. And you can see some of the, like a little bit of red sheen in the lettering. If I take it towards the light, you can really see it. Crazy, right? Okay, hopefully this demonstrated why you really need to test your ink samples on different papers and even possibly in different pens, because they will perform differently on different papers. It's just a fact. And hopefully the paper that you like won't be discontinued. CosmoAir Light. So on to the other ink that she sent me. She sent me KWZ Honey, and she asked if I wanted this, and I thought it would be interesting to compare it to Diamine's Desert Burst, so I said, sure, send it on over. Thank you. And it's also supposed to smell like honey, but I think it smells exactly like vanilla extract. I don't get it. Let me try it again. Nope. And now I have an ink mustache. Okay. Good thing that's not on camera. Yeah, it's vanilla extract, which I love the smell of vanilla, so it works for me. Okay, so I filled my Pelikan M200 with the KWZ Honey, and I swatched it last night. Very lovely. I like it a lot. I'm going to test it on the CosmoAir light, since we have the book open to these pages. I'm just going to set that there in my cup. Now, this is a fine nib, so I'm not going to get, you know, much shading unless we pull in real close. Okay, so somebody asked me on Instagram about the Kaweco mini converter, and here are my thoughts on this. Yeah, it doesn't take much effort to do this and to tap it into the bottle and pull the plunger up and you're filled. But you get such a tiny amount of ink in here. I just feel like you get so much more in a cartridge, and it doesn't take a lot of effort to, you know, just use the syringe. The syringe method, and you get more ink. So why wouldn't you, you know, just use that? But for argument's sake, today, I'm going to do this. Oh, there's a bubble on top. And also, if your ink bottle is getting low, like mine is right here, it gets really hard to hold the nib and feed down into the ink. I'm like right at the top of the bottle here. I'm like struggling. My fingers are basically, whoops. My fingers are basically swimming in the jar now because I'm trying to pull the plunger up to get some ink. And now I have to wipe that all off. When I could have just used the syringe and the plunger and been done with this already. But, okay, yeah, that was... It's time for a coffee break. Let's see if it writes. Yep, it's writing right away. Okay. Oh, okay. So now I need to swatch the Diamine Desert Burst so you can see it compared. I'll make sure everything's in frame here. Okay, so we'll swatch it here. That's the CosmoAir light. It is slight, it looks like it might be slightly lighter. Wow, this is pretty close. Inky fingers. love this ink. Still, that's why I have half a bottle. Only half a bottle left. Annoying. I'm writing off the edge of the book here. All right, so let's take a minute for these to dry and I will come back. Okay, we're back and we're dry. And I think you can see they are not identical, but very close. The honey is slightly warmer. The Desert Burst definitely appears cooler on this paper. Again, this is the Tomoe River paper here on the left. I didn't get a ton of shading in the writing, but you can see it here. You can see shade and sheen in the honey. I'm going to insert more pictures so you can see it. And this is the CosmoAir light. The handwriting is definitely lighter here, but I was using a fine point. Here I'm using a broad. I really should try this in a broad so I could see. Well, you could refer to Gail's video because she almost always uses a broad nib. So you could see how the honey looks in a thicker nib. And the swatches appear almost identical on this paper, but I love the shading of the Diamine Desert Burst. Just so pretty. Oh, and she tried the KWZ honey. I think she compared it to Tatcha. She gave me a sample of it. What's the name? I sampled it too, but I don't remember which paper she tried it on. It's in here. Oh, Tatcha Golden Wheat. Which is, yes, very close. Very, very close. Is a little doodle I did, and then I cut it out of the other notebook and glued it in here. That is very, very close to the honey. And I forget what the other color was. Maybe Sailor Texas, I believe. Okay, I'm just going to wrap it up here and say thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful in some way. And I will see you guys again next time. Take care. Bye.